Hi Kendra, this is Jana Jones. Thanks for reaching out and letting me do this practice screencast on your company. So today I'm going to talk about 3 things that will increase traffic to your website or basically give Google more reason to rank your site higher in the search engine. So the first thing is content. So when I say content, I don't mean anything but the words on the page. So this cute video that you have is really cute, and it's gonna show people, what you guys are all about. But Google doesn't really see that, and they don't use it as a ranking factor. So what they do use as a factor though is words. So like this. So there's a reason why when you search things that are non-business related, that Wikipedia always comes up, because they have tons of content. So I just searched basketball, and they have all this content on basketball. And, they're not trying to sell anything, but because they have all this content, Google sees them as a good source for what people are looking for. So, yeah, that's one thing. So I'm just going to compare you to your top 3 competitors. So I just searched, I just searched cosmetology school, Salt Lake City, and these were the top websites that came up. So I'm just gonna look and see what kind of content they have on their website. So this is American Beauty Academy. They have a little bit. My laptop's being a little glitchy, but they have a little bit, not a ton. Wait for that glitching to stop. Yeah, so they don't have a ton, but they have a little bit. And like I said, it's not the only thing that contributes, but if you incorporate all 3 of the things that I talk about, then you're going to be able to beat these sites. Okay, let's just go to the next one. A little bit more, a little bit right here. Got some content on the training and the spa, but still not a lot. Easily beatable and easy to compete with as far as content goes. Okay, let's see, Paul Mitchell. So they have a little bit more. It's these short ones, which I know people usually say, oh, short and sweet, and people aren't going to read it. And even if people don't read what you're saying, it's still good to put in there, because that's how Google's algorithm works, and that's how they choose which sites to put at the top. So you can see they have a little bit more. Oh, and it keeps going. So that's as far as content. One of the reasons why they like content is because having a lot of content allows you to put in more keywords. And if you don't know what keywords are, it's basically, so like I searched cosmetology school, Salt Lake City. So this is a keyword, and people will, search beauty school, Salt Lake City, beauty school, Utah. So you're going to want to include all of those things on your website. So instead of just having this, you can have a whole paragraph about beauty school, and you can include these keywords and content in your back pages as well to try and rank those. So that's what keywords is about. And we actually have a tool that I can use to show you what keywords and how many. So you have 22 keywords that are on your site. Teeth whitening class. I kind of skip over ones that are name related because people are already searching. They already know who you are. Teeth whitening classes, training class. So you're going to want to include things more like beauty school Utah, and the thing that I searched, and try and think of the things that people are going to search when they're looking for your business. So we're going to go and look at your competitors. So American Beauty Academy, they have 577 keywords, and yeah, They have things like hair schools in Utah, beauty school Utah, cosmetology schools in Utah. So, I mean, they're definitely using ones that are name related, but that doesn't really help when people are trying to find your business but don't know of your name. Okay, let's go look at this website's analytics. So they have 214 keywords and same kind of thing, lots of their name, beauty schools in Salt Lake City, Skinworks. Okay. And then last one we're going to look at is Paul Mitchell, and they have 641 keywords, which is a ton. So the more keywords you have, the more likely, you're going to be able to rank for different keywords. So, and there's also a Google algorithm. You don't want to just stuff your website full of just keywords, because Google will know that you're just trying to rank. Google wants to see organic content and content that flows, and they're really smart that way, where you can't just stuff it full. You do have to write something that's natural and sounds good. Okay, so the last thing we're going to look at is backlinks. So I like to use a comparison to Instagram because it helps me understand exactly and explain exactly what backlinks are. So if you think of the Google search engine as Instagram as a whole, and if someone has 1 million followers and they mention another Instagram page, then that following Instagram page is going to get more followers, more traffic. Whereas, or it's the same kind of thing with a website. So if you have websites that are mentioning your website, then it's going to give you more power, depending on the power of those websites. So like, not all backlinks are created equal. So if you have a more powerful Instagram where 1 million followers makes a mention, it's going to be more powerful, whereas someone with 2,000 followers mentions you. So that is what we're going to look at now, is how many backlinks you have. Go back to the main page. So you have 4. So you could definitely up that and get some more. The thing with backlinks is no powerful backlink is just going to give away a mention of your website. So, you do have to pay for those sometimes. I mean, and you can be creative and find ways to get mentions on your site and get actual power to your site. People can mention your website but not actually give power, and that's called a no-follow link. Excuse me, my voice is just cracking. I'm sorry. But so those are called no-follow links, and so a site can mention you without actually giving power to your site, and you don't want that. You want to find sites that are actually giving power to your site. And yeah, so I'm going to look at the competition. I'm sorry, and this is one of my first screencasts, and thanks for letting me practice, and hopefully this is useful, even though I'm kind of stumbling a little bit. So you want to get more closer to like your competition. So this is American Beauty. Let's see how many backlinks they have. Yeah, so they have 180 websites that are mentioning them a total of 711 times. Let's look at Skinworks. They have 151 websites mentioning them a total of 634 times. And let's look at Paul Mitchell. They have 76, so not as many as the competitors, but they had more keywords and content. So, I mean, you can kind of, this gives you an idea of how these websites and these companies are competing with one another. But so 76 with 228 backlinks. So, and like I was kind of touching on before, not all backlinks are created equal. So these give you kind of statistics of how strong those backlinks are. So even though they only have 76, I mean, those backlinks might be stronger than American Beauty School Academy's backlinks are. So even though they have more, they might, Paul Mitchell's might be more powerful. So you kind of have to take all that into consideration when going and getting backlinks. Something that I can do with this software is go in and see what backlinks they're getting. And I can click on these and I can go kind of chase those down and see if I can, get mentions on their sites as well. So that is all I have for you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm, willing to talk and answer any questions that you have. But that is all I have, and I hope that this helps.